You finally got what you wanted. The love, the opportunity, the peace. And then you pulled away. You picked a fight. You found fault. You shut the door just as it was opening. And now you're sitting in the ruins saying, why did I do that? This isn't bad luck. It's not timing. It's not fate. It's self-sabotage. And until you name it, you'll keep repeating it. So let's look at the psychology of this. Sabotage is the invisible hand that wrecks what you say you want. It's not conscious, but it is calculated. And it always comes from fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, and fear of being seen, known, or loved for real. It sounds like, this is too good to be true. They'll never leave. They'll leave me anyway. I'm not ready. Or, I don't deserve this. So you create the exit. You push them away. You quit before you can be rejected. You play it cool, detached, distant, and then wonder why nothing ever lasts. Self-sabotage isn't protection disguised as destruction. It's the subconscious saying, if I ruin this now, it won't hurt later. And here's the twist. Saboteurs don't always look chaotic. Some are high-achieving, disciplined, successful on the outside. But the moment something feels emotionally real, the panic sets in. Not because you don't want it, but because deep down you don't believe you can keep it. I'd like you to look at it like this, that the saboteur's emotional fire alarm, not because there's danger, but because there used to be. Every time love gets too close, the alarm goes off. Not because the house is burning, but because your system remembers the last time it did. You weren't nurtured. You weren't chosen. You were let down, left behind, and betrayed. So now your nervous system rings the bell anytime peace enters the room. And it says, this isn't safe. Something's wrong. Don't trust this. And before you know it, you're back in survival mode, choking on the smoke of a fire that isn't even there. So let's look at 5 solutions of how to unhook yourself from self-sabotage. Firstly, name the pattern, not just the pain. It's easy to say, I don't know why this keeps happening, but actually you do. Look closer. Do you ghost someone who gets too close? Do you pick fights when things feel steady? Do you suddenly feel bored when someone treats you nicely? That's not your boredom. That is your discomfort with stability. And you've confused chaos with connection. So name the pattern, then break it consciously. Then rebuild your tolerance for peace. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Peace feels boring when you're used to panic. You crave calm, but it feels foreign, so you disrupt it. Not because you're broken, but because your system's wired for adrenaline. Start small. Let yourself enjoy consistency. Let kindness land. Breathe through the urge to ruin it. You don't have to light a fire just to feel alive. Then, let love be a mirror, not a threat. Love reflects, and when someone loves you for real, they start showing you the parts of yourself you've disowned. The vulnerable bits, the wounded bits, the not good enough bits. And that's why it feels so intense, because it's not just about them seeing you, it's about you seeing yourself. And sometimes it's easier to sabotage the love than to face the mirror. But healing means holding the mirror and staying in the room. Then identify whose voice are you hearing. That voice that says you'll mess up, they'll leave anyway, and you're not ready. Whose voice is it? Your parents, your ex, that teacher who humiliated you, that friend who disappeared? Most sabotage isn't original, it's inherited. You internalized their doubts and made them your blueprint. And now it's time to rewrite the script. That voice in your head, it doesn't belong to you anymore. And then practice letting good things happen without interruption. And here's a radical idea for you. Let it be good and don't touch it. Don't explain it away. Don't question it. and don't predict how it will all fall apart. Put lots of positivity around everything. Let love stay, let peace sit beside you, and let success feel normal. And every time you resist the urge to sabotage, you're teaching your body that its safety doesn't have to be earned through struggle. Sometimes it's allowed, and so are you. And in my closing comments, here's the truth you've been avoiding. You're not afraid of failure, and you're not afraid of joy, and you're not afraid of finally getting it and then losing it. So use sabotage first. And in my closing comments, here's the truth you've been avoiding. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of joy. You're afraid of finally getting it and then losing it. So you sabotage first to stay in control, to avoid the fear, to prove yourself right. But what if fall isn't coming? What if this time you're actually ready? What if the only thing between you and the life you want is you? You've been the storm and the shelter. You've built the walls and called them wisdom. You've made your chaos your comfort zone, but not anymore. You don't have to earn love by surviving pain. You don't have to test people just to see if they'll stay. And you don't have to wreck what's working just to feel something. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to relax. And you are allowed to win without burning the house down.